Hello beautiful Pisces, welcome back to Intuitive Energies. Today we're going to do the reading for the last week of October. So the last week of October goes from, let's see, the 25th to the 31st, which is Halloween. Halloween, or is it Samhain? Samhain? Yeah, Samhain, right? What a weird little word that you have to say in a weird way, but I love it. I love all the Maban and Samhain and Yule, and yeah, love that. Love everything about that. Love everything about it. I love diversity. I love different names to impart the same wonderful feeling. I love Halloween for different reasons that I did. Of course, when I was young, it had everything to do with the with getting dressed up and going to get candy, of course. And as you got older, well, it was just the parties. That was fun too. But then as you go more into a spiritual field, you do like the idea of having a holiday which explores the thinning of the veil. And regardless of, for me, is less important now because I'm completely open to receiving, especially with the help of guides, my guides, I can, to past loved ones. I started quite a few years back hosting a dinner for my past loved ones. Now, it may sound weird, but it was just setting place settings around a table and inviting their love and their well wishes for the week, for the year, the upcoming year. For my family, people who loved us, who are part of our family. So you invite them in to offer up good joy and cheer and love. And it's like, you know, letting them come in to give well wishes to everybody in the family, you know, good health and happiness. So I enjoy doing that, and I do try to do it. Sometimes I don't. But they're always here with me. So I don't think I did last year. But, yes, and I do this, and I have 3 boys who, like, you know, they don't question very much. They don't say much. Maybe they just think Mom's nuts, and that's okay. But they never say it. I don't think so. I think they actually like the idea of honoring the people who have passed before us. They like the idea of including them, even though they're not physically with us anymore. I do feel the love in them. You know, they're kind of tickled to have them be included. So, and that, my friends, is a true sign of a very enlightened family, regardless of if they acknowledge it or not. Okay? When you have people in your life who let you do your thing and don't make fun of you and love you and, you know, respect, then, yeah, you're pretty lucky, okay? And that's what the people you want to bring in. Okay, so we're talking about this week. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. So, this month has been a very trying month. Why, Pisces? Because you have done a lot of work with external energies, okay? Like it or not, you're putting yourself back out there, and now you're mingling with humans. That's the best way that I can put it, okay? Humans with different thoughts, different ideas. See, when you're mingling with spirit, well, spirit's already on your wavelength, okay? Regardless of whether you know it or not. They've been with you since the beginning, so... and there you go, my phone, my Google listener just turned on. We're listening. See what I mean? I love that. Never happens, happening right now. So, right, Spirit is always listening to you, and you're listening to them, and when you get in tune with each other, it doesn't feel like an argument. Humans, yeah, human energies, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I'm kidding, everybody. Everybody's got an opinion, like everybody's got an asshole. That's actually what's coming into my mind. And I know, I'm sorry, it's just a little crude, but everybody's got one, right? So, it is not that they are wrong. It isn't that they're not listening to you. It isn't any of that, Pisces. The whole point of this month was for you to get back out there and to mingle, to actually mingle, and to see how to better, let's say, negotiate, cooperate, listen to, experience all of that for yourself. And for this last week, when we were looking at it, it was the card of synchronicity came out for October, for the last week of October. Synchronicity. Also the card of desert passage, which means you being alone, taking a look at what's happened. And there was a lot of reflection going on in the last week of October. And I figure it's because everything that you've gone through now is time for you to, like, what they're showing me is they sent you out on an adventure. Now it's time for you to take notes, okay, of what you've learned. Going like, okay, well, that was good. That part was good. This part wasn't so good. That part was okay. That part needed work. Okay, so this has been a learning experience. Yes, absolutely. So, what is it? Water your garden. Time to take a moment and water what needs to be watered. Take care of yourself and reflect. So if I were to say what I feel for this week, reflection. And prepare yourself for Halloween, okay? So, alrighty. Let's do this. Okay, so the Hermit, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. By the way, if you haven't seen Conversations with Spirit from yesterday, I highly suggest that you go see this. This was one of my better readings. This was like free stuff from my spirit guides to you. Okay, they're answering questions, better connections. I love it. Yeah, helicopter just went by. Higher knowing, higher vantage point, information from the higher realm. Okay, so Hermit, your energy for this week. Absolutely, absolutely. Just remember, you're not going to stay here. This is just a checkpoint because we were talking about it on Friday. Don't get stuck in this realm. This is a point. This is like an inward journey guided by your inner light. So it's time to take notes. It's time to figure out what's been going on, what you did, everything that came in. What, you have to leave the light on here. You have to figure it out. You're back in the dark, but it's your comfortable dark. It's your moment of, okay, so what did we learn here? Look at this Hermit card. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even that chick, okay? Look, what does she have? A fin. Hey, somebody tell me this is not a Pisces card, okay? I dare ya. I dare ya. Okay, so solitude, introspection, wisdom, perspective, self-reflection, contemplation, meditation, looking on your spiritual path, okay? So it's your soul craving a retreat to replenish and restore. Water your garden. Okay, see the theme here? Of course you see the theme there. All right, so what's your block this week? I would probably say getting stuck in that energy. So this is just a momentary pause, okay? Right. This is a cycle. Right. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is a cycle. Remember, this is a cycle. It's not a permanent pit stop. So, refusing change or movement that's coming. Okay? And expansion. If you stay stuck here, it becomes a learning point, a checkpoint to a final destination. This is not your final destination. Okay? Don't give up, because if you feel like you've probably not done as well as you think you haven't, you have. You've done wonderfully. Everything that you've been through this month has all been about a learning experience. Every single moment of it. Okay? It's giving you great insight, great tools to move forward. Okay? What to do, what not to do, what things to try next. Da-da-da-da-da. That stuff. Okay? So, what's at your crown? The Star. Illumination, optimism. Don't forget that, Pisces. Okay? We ended that yesterday with the Star. We ended that beautiful reading with the guides with the Star. Remember, okay, you always have illumination, optimism, and renewal. Peace and healing within you. And you have to keep your optimism for a fresh start. You have to keep your optimism that other people will find their alignment here. That they'll come around. Just because this certain group of people were not open doesn't mean that a different group of people will not be. All of the stuff that you're doing to help is of great, it's got great purpose, and it's got great energy associated to it. Okay? It's helping. You're shining a light, shining a light, shining a light, shining a light. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. You're in your wheel of getting things in motion. Remember that. You're the light. Okay? That's what I told you, I think, was it 2-3 days ago? You're the light. Okay? You're there to shine the light. You're not there to do it for anybody. You're there to shine the light. Don't forget that. That's part of you. Shines from within you. Okay? Be the light, Pisces. You are the light. Okay. So at your foundation, 2 cards. Ooh. The Queen of Cups, stability, empathic, receptivity, and the Fool. The ability to always be, to trust that the universe is going to keep you safe and well, and to really fall back into that peaceful, emotional peaceful energy that you have cultivated, that you have worked hard for, Pisces. Okay? And people will look for it as well. There's enough like uproar and, ridiculousness out there to last 3 lifetimes. We need people like this. We need you. We need people who are open. Okay, to be open-minded, to trust in the universe, to know that sometimes you leap into the unknown, and it's to learn things, okay? You're learning new things, but you have to keep your wits about you, and you have to stay open. You have to stay open. You have to stay receptive and sensitive and psychic and loving and dreamy. And be the counselor, and be the mother, or the father, and the kind listener, okay? And to help others understand their emotions. Because we're Pisces, okay? All right, so let's see here. In your recent past, Pisces. The Emperor, yeah. Offering stability. Look at you. I feel that he's holding the branches as it's like a mustache, but it actually feels like, the person who puts a rose, it's like you came offering stability, but they're seeing that you came without a rose. You came with like empty branches for people. I feel that there were 2 poles here in the past. You were offering people stability, and all they could see was the barren nothing, okay? So in other words, they could see something very different than what you were offering in these energies. And it's not that they're wrong or you're wrong, it's just a perception of things. So when 2 people are not on the same page, or energies are not on the same page, it's very hard to make them meet up in the middle. They may eventually, or you may just have to move on, okay? Your tower is steady. Look at that. You have one. That house on your head. Okay? It's up to them to figure out their own. Okay? You can, like I said, you can shine a light on it. That's all you could have done. So, what's coming up? The Knight of Cups. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. The Knight of Cups is like, look at it, holding that heart. Okay? This is you with your big heart. You're not going to close off your heart. This much I'll tell you. If anything, you might get a little nipped a little bit in the heart. But it's okay, Pisces, it's needed. Okay? It's for you to better deal with the upsets of emotional, what do you call that? Emotional ups and downs of life. Especially when you have other people who are involved with your heart, with that energy. But you're in a beautiful lotus leaf, a lotus flower, sorry. And you're protected, okay? You are protected. Don't be afraid to use that heart of yours, that beautiful emotional energy, that heart on your sleeve, okay? Don't be afraid to show it to people. Don't be afraid to use it. We're tender beings, okay? Sometimes it's going to be hard to get it in control. But remember, you do have the capacity of this queen, okay, to keep it in control. But I do see more, a little more, coming in. Like I said, the Knight of Cups, he's a roller coaster of the heart. And, yeah. That's just who you are. But it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I don't feel any permanent damage. I just feel that it may get rough once in a while. Especially, like I said, that you're putting it back here. I don't want you to be afraid of it, though, Pisces. There's no reason to fear any of this, okay? Using your heart is not a bad place to be, and it's not a bad thing to do. Don't fear being tender. Don't fear being a tender person, even though there may be a chance that somebody could step on it every once in a while, okay? So, how do people know how to present yourself? The Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about a lot of choices, okay? It's also sometimes a card of illusion, okay? It's creative brainstorming. Not always knowing which path to follow. What I would say is show yourself as working things out in a way that you're going to work. You're going to start out little bit by little bit and work your way through it. Like, just take your time and figure out your way through it, I would say, okay? Just going to move this a little bit. All right. You have choices. I mean, if you look at this card, you have choices where to begin, where to end, if you want to put something back and start. So just present yourself as somebody who has many choices of where you want to go next with this energy. Who do you want to help next? Do you want to help anybody next? Do you want to work on something else right now? Okay? Just keep going. Okay? Make a choice and keep going. That's how you want to present yourself. Don't stay stuck. Don't feel indecisive. Because there's a possibility of almost like feeling like you're gonna get stuck in illusions. So don't present yourself that way. Present yourself as just, you know, working on things your own pace. Especially this week, Pisces. King of Swords. How others are going to see you. They're going to see you in your head. See, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that you're going to get maybe a little too much in your emotions and inside your head. It's not that you're questioning yourself. It's just that it's bringing all of these people exhibiting these, the stuff that's happened in the last few weeks. Well, it's brought a lot of things home to you, especially things that you've dealt with and already put to rest. But it's familiar, okay? It's familiar to you. You remember feeling that way, maybe yourself at one point. So it can bring up like some uncomfortable feelings. Bring questions you thought you had already answered within you, okay? So just don't get caught up too much in between. I feel like there's between a Knight of Cups and the King of Swords, there's like a real imbalance of, I feel everything and I feel nothing. It's like up and down. Four of Cups, your hopes and fears. Exactly what I feel. You're faced with decisions, but you're kind of stagnating. This is going to be your week, Pisces, okay? Feeling stuck. Maybe a little dissatisfied that not more was accomplished. But I have to tell you, Pisces, a lot was accomplished. Spirit is saying you've done so much. you can actually make you feel yourself a little bit disconnected from the situation. And you shouldn't. You've done a lot. You've done some really awesome work. Okay, change is not always comfortable. It's not comfortable sometimes at all. You know this. You've done internal work on yourself. Just because this work is externally from you, it's not any different. It's just a different kind of energy. That's it. So, this is taking time to examine the situation to make it better. But like I said, don't stay stuck there. Take time to nurture yourself. Take the week if you need to. But in the end, you've really got to get past this. Okay, by the end of the week, you have the 10 of Wands. She's overburdening herself with flowers. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm going to get a ending on the 10 of Wands. Not a great card to end with, but I'm going to take a look here. Let's see what else they want. I'm going to take this tarot deck and see what they would like to add to that. Just the fact that it's flowers, it just makes me laugh. It's not like sticks. And one deck I have is actually bug on his back. Ugh. So this is not the same. Right. The Two of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So by the end of the week, this is what I was feeling. Because the flowers are on her back, these are dealing with the energies that have caused you burdens. I really feel that for a lot of you, the reason that you're taking so much time in this is that this month you tried to reconnect with people that you truly, truly loved, okay? That were important to you, that meant a lot to you. And this is why it's feeling like such a burden, hence the flowers. It's not sticks. Flowers are beautiful, dealing with love. The Two of Cups is indicating that the reason you're having such a hard time with this or getting past this is because you're feeling a disharmony in the connection with this connection. And it's going to take some time for you to realize that this may take time, okay? It doesn't mean that it's over. There's by no means over, because if it's still burdening you, it's because you still care, and they still care, okay? I once was told, when you don't care about somebody or something, you don't give it any attention at all. So these are obviously people or situations that matter truly to you. And it's okay, Pisces, okay? Some burdens are worth carrying, is what I got, especially with the flowers. Just don't let it take you down or take you out, okay? I'm going to let you go with this, and I'm going to do the extended later. I would come back because it's an important week. It's the last week. I'm going to ask Spirit to see how we can, further help you here. So, because I don't want you to end the month on this, foot. I want you to end it on the right foot, okay? Not the left one, or the left one and the right one. Anyway, take care, Pisces. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, and I will see you later in the extended. Take care.